He goes, oh yeah, and Dhul Qarnayn is Alexander the Great. That's the fifth lie. No, it's not. We've never claimed that Dhul Qarnayn was Alexander the Great.
No, Muslims have claimed that. In fact, the study Quran that I have here.
Here we go again, the study Quran. Bro, you can't use the study Quran, a Sunni book, against a Shia. How many times do I have to tell you this, man? This is literally that's like me using the Old Testament against the Protestants, right? It's not going to work. Why? Because they reject the Old Testament. So even though there are Sunni scholars who believe that Dhul Qarnayn was Alexander the Great, it's not a consensus amongst all Muslims and 100% rejected by the Shias. We just reject the notion altogether, right? There's no link between Alexander and Dhul Qarnayn. Why? Because using Sunni opinion and then generalizing it on all the Muslims is like me saying that all the Christians accept the authority of the Pope, but that's not true, is it? Because we all know that the Catholics may accept the Pope as an authoritative figure, but the Protestants completely reject the Pope's authority. So is it fair for me to use that on you? No, it's not. So stop using Sunni books on a Shia, right? For example, like the Bible, the Catholic Bible has 73 books, but the Protestants have 66. Would it be fair for me to use the extra 7 against them? No. So stop using Sunni books on Shias. Anyway, let's delve into this, right? Prove this to you, that Dhul Qarnayn was not Alexander the Great, and I'll do it theologically, I will do it historically, and I will also use moral grounds as well as the Quranic reasoning, right? Here we go. The Quran describes Dhul Qarnayn as a monotheist, God-fearing. He built an iron wall between Gog and Magog. Alexander worshipped Greek gods. He claimed divine status, and on top of that, he built temples for pagans. So already, one's a monotheist, one's a polytheist. That's not something you just mix up in history or you accidentally make an error. Polytheism and monotheism, worlds apart. Now let's have a look at the commentary of this verse, shall we? Tafsir Qummi, written by Allama Qummi. He says that Imam Sadiq, peace be upon him, grandson of the Prophet, peace be upon him and his family, was asked about Dhul Qarnayn. What did he say? He said he was not a prophet, but a righteous servant of God, and did not mention anything to do with Alexander the Great. Then we look at Tafsir Safi by Allama Fayd al-Kashani. He says, now this is it. He says that some people mistakenly believe he, meaning Dhul Qarnayn, is Alexander the Great, like you. So he's actually addressing the issue head on. He's saying that some people make this mistake, that Dhul Qarnayn is Alexander, and he says, but this is incorrect. Why? Because their lives and moral character differ entirely. Then we look at Bihar al-Anwar, written by Allama Baqir Majlisi. He says that Alexander worshipped idols, whereas Dhul Qarnayn was a monotheist. Their lineage, time periods, and beliefs are not the same. And finally, we look at Tafsir Mizan, which was written by Allama Tabatabai. He says that Dhul Qarnayn and Alexander the Great are not the same person due to the major historical and ideological contradictions. So no, we as Shia do not accept that Dhul Qarnayn was Alexander the Great. Okay, Dhul Qarnayn was a monotheist. He was a righteous servant. He believed in one God, and he built a wall, and God mentioned him in the Quran. Alexander the Great, polytheist, idol worshipper, not Dhul Qarnayn. So that's your 5 videos. These are my 5 responses. Let's see what you can do, bro. Bring your best.